Hey everyone, and welcome to part 2 of my Sonic Generations Let's Play. Cutscene. Tails. Yay. Sonic 2 references. Good that he remembers Chemical Plant. But apart from that, there's really not much to say about this cutscene. I mean, they're short and sweet and reference high and low points of Sonic games, but I still feel that there's definitely some missed opportunities there in the cutscenes in general, and in the development of the story. The story is just, it's almost non-existent. You could practically ignore the story. Like, I wouldn't detract a massive amount of marks because of its because of its lacking, not necessarily bad, but just lacking story. But yeah, I mean, it's just easy to ignore. It's an easy story to ignore, so I wouldn't really detract too much. I don't think it detracts too much from the game. I'm one of those people that thinks a good story is really good, but if it's a story, if the game isn't that story involved like this game, and the story isn't really good, then it doesn't really matter, because I know that I'm gonna spend most of my time not watching and involving myself in the story, but actually playing the game. And anyway, classic Chemical Plant. This is one of my favorite classic levels. It is awesome, just whizzing through, just like in the old, like in the original Chemical Plant. It is fantastic, and it's just invigorating. Invigorating, I think, is a good word. Invigorating. Missed that red ring, dang it. But yeah, you just have to jump there and you can get that red ring. I think quite a few speedrun tricks that worked in the classics work in this as well. Like, if you jump on a loop partway down, you actually gain momentum going down the loop. It's a pretty cool trick. Oh yeah, and that little trick that I just did there, that's because it's like it's kind of hard to explain. On the last frame of Sonic's airtime, like just before, one frame before he's about to land on the ground, if you hit an enemy, he'll do some trick. It's a bit odd, to explain. And the S rank, yeah. And that means Chemical Plant is completely completed. Blue goo and all. We had one part explosions, one part explosions and rails and high-speed antics, one part rolling through tubes. Actually, we didn't really see much rolling through tubes in this one. And we rescued Amy. Shame we didn't get to see her classic appearance. But I ended these with classic because these quotes are funny. Like classic Sonic's reaction is just like, bitch, I'm disappointed. I am disappointed. What the hell are you talking about? Last time I checked, you didn't talk. You just got taken away by my metal alter ego, who we will be getting on to later in the playthrough, but not in this part. No way, not in this part. We'll be getting to him soon, but not in this part. Now we're gonna start with Sky Sanctuary, Modern Sky Sanctuary. I can't rep to save my ass. Lol. Yeah, Modern Sky Sanctuary. Now this is where the 3D platforming elements of the game really start to shine through. It is great in this level. There's just a lot of freedom in it. The level is so fast. This is some of the best Sonic level design, not just in 3D games I've seen, but in Sonic games, period. I just think this level is so fantastically designed. There's lots of routes to take, and like, a lot of the times you play it, you'll be doing something different. And there's just so much to explore, so many ways to take the level down. I don't always with that. I get that quite a lot. It's dependent on when you time that. You can also grind on the sides of these, which actually saves you a bit of time, but I didn't do it there. I missed quite a few opportunities to go a bit faster. I timed stuff wrong and stuff, but this isn't a bad one at all. It could be worse. I didn't die. I don't even think I got hit. No, I did. I just got hit. What am I talking about? But yeah, this is an amazing level. There's just so much depth to it, and it's beautifully designed. And not only is it beautifully designed from just the level design, from a design standpoint, but just the aesthetic design of it is absolutely incredible. It looks phenomenal. Like the mix of the green and this sort of futuristic, they complement each other surprisingly well. These kind of comments I should be saying in my review, which I will be getting to once this Let's Play is complete, but it will take a while to do, so that's something to look forward to. If you jump there, there's a shortcut. There's not only a shortcut, but it's the last red ring. Damn, that last red ring took me ages to find. I did not see that zip line for ages. And I was kind of wondering, okay, why is it that I'm able to get to that bit of the level? That little pulley thing. I mean, it's nice. It gave me a sense of freedom of movement, but you know, what was the real point of it? But now you know. Kill that egg robo, you get to go to the lower path, which is actually the faster one this time. Don't kill him, he'll block it off, you have to go up in it. Slows you down a little bit. But we're coming to the end of the level. Last homing attack chain. Sorry, I still have my cold. So, I apologise if I sound like some, I don't know, some low-life nerd from Sonic Retro. Which, you know, is totally untrue. Totally untrue. I'm a low-life nerd from TSS, get it right. I'm joking. But anyway, that's Modern Sky Sanctuary completed. Part of the world restored. And now, as well as getting artworks, we get to move on to classic Sonic. The red rings is something that I didn't mention before, I don't think. You can collect red rings in the levels. There's 5 red rings in each level, and these red rings unlock artwork and what was it? Artwork and music for the game, because you can change music as you're playing through levels, and there's a wide selection of music from just Sonic's timeline. You know, you got different music from every game, and it's awesome when you're just listening to certain levels with certain tracks. Is just great. Some of them are just hilariously unfitting, like having the shadow battle with Splash Hill Zone music, or New Venture from Sonic Rush Adventure. It's funny. But then some are just awesome, like Toxic Caves goes with every stage. I love that theme. Okay, you get it. But it's just listen to it on YouTube if you haven't already. And we got the speed. Oh, that's one thing. They even kept it in this game, where they give you the speed shoes in a section where you can't actually run fast. Although I believe there is a skill upgrade for Classic Sonic that allows you to carry a pair of portable speed shoes that you can use at any time, which is great because it means that you can actually speed through the sections that require speed. Nice platform stuff. See, those kind of platforming things are essential to Sonic's formula. Like, you need to properly properly do that sense of platforming, you need to keep a little bit of momentum, and here I think I try for a bit to try and get on this spring, only to realise that, hey, I really don't need to jump on that spring. I remember spending about a good 40 seconds or so just trying to get up that spring, and I just wasted so much time because I thought it led to somewhere special, but it really doesn't. It doesn't lead to anywhere. I don't think I've ever taken that upper path before. There's quite a bit of this level that I haven't really explored. I've done a lot of the modern one, but I haven't done that much of the classic. I did get 5 red rings on this one, and that was partially due to a fluke. It's really easy to get the 5 red rings in this one because 3 of them are right at the end of the level. You just have to take the three separate ways: the up, what am I talking about? The left, the front, and the right one. I think. Oh, lag. Yeah, this game suffers from a couple of frame rate issues here and now and then. That time I took the right one. But if I were to do it a little differently, I can take the middle one. If I didn't go up and press that switch up there, I would have taken the middle path. And we still got the S rank. Yay! Okay, now before we tackle Metal Sonic, there's a couple of things that I want to do. In this game, there's also challenge levels, or mission levels if you like, where you have to complete a specific task in order and just beat the level, basically, in order to beat the level. Some of them involve getting Sonic's friends to help you, some of them involve friends or beating them to do something. Some of them involve racing a doppelganger of Sonic through the level that you just fought. Oh, and I love that cutscene with Knuckles. Classic Sonic one. I forgot to talk about his jokes. Having him question Sonic's ways. It's funny. And then the poor classic Sonic just rubbing his tummy in uncertainty. That's got to be my favorite quote of all of them. Just classic Sonic's a look. Anyway, about the missions. Yeah, there's also ones where you just need to collect rings through using certain skills. Ones that involve you using a lot of different skills from Sonic, whether it be ones that focus on the level, or like, say, there's one in Rooftop Run for modern Sonic where you have to use the City Escape, like, snowboard thing. There's one in Planet Wisp where, another modern one in Planet Wisp, where you have to use basically all of modern Sonic's abilities, so the Lightspeed Dash, the Stomp, and the Wall Jump. You have to utilize all of those, which is a really fun one. We'll get to that like near the end of the playthrough. But here's the Doppelganger race, and I did terribly. I didn't even do that bad, I don't think. But I got a C, and I was really surprised. You'll see at the end of the video, I got a C. I wasn't really paying attention to the time. Like that, if I took that run and did it on the normal level, I would have got an A or an S. But in this run, I got a C, and I was a bit confused because that just goes to show that the rankings for the missions are a lot sterner than the rankings for the actual levels, which I don't think really makes sense. And I just ruined my nice speed run trick by doing a terrible jump there. Yeah, lots of stuff. I'm also sorry if this keeps fluctuating in volume. I have this weird tendency not to hold my mic properly, so I just kind of half ethic in the background. It's such a fantastic detail to put there. Just looking at it, it just looks absolutely spectacular, just there in the background, watching you as you progress through the level. It is absolutely beautiful. Like, the aesthetic values for this game are absolutely incredible. Even if the I swear I've just said this before. I've got slight sense of deja vu. I don't even remember what I say in the freaking playthroughs. How rubbish am I? But yeah, even if the graphics aren't like amazing, like there's quite a few instances where the textures are, say, they're lower poly than usual. Lower res than usual, and the models are lower poly than usual. But especially for a next-gen game, and the frame rate fluctuates from time to time. It's not really a game-breaking thing. It's not like Unleashed Adabat, which was just insane. But whilst the graphics aren't like amazing, the design for this game, the visual design, is absolutely spectacular. Like, all the detail and all the beautiful things that they've included for this level, it's just phenomenal. I think I die here, that's why I get my C rank. Oh no, I get my C rank because the difference between S and S and C rank is 7 freaking seconds. That's a bit ridiculous. Anyway, that's the end of the part. See you guys next time.